Okay, it's recording.
Okay.
Okay. So, hi, how are you?
Good. Thank you.
Good. Well, I'm glad you made it and that you're here. Um, and why don't we go ahead and get started? What brings you here today?
Well, uh, I just have. Um, I'm really confused about something that's going on. I'm not really sure what to do about because I was living with my parents and I feel like um, they're very dependent on me. Now that I'm moving out, because I just bought a house, um, I'm not really sure what to do because, like I said, they're very dependent. My mom, she is very afraid to drive. She doesn't, and she's been trying. She's studying, like the manual, the driving, and but she is just very scared,
Mm-hmm.
and she just can't do it. She's been trying for years, but she can't because she's very uh, she stresses about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying that when she's driving, she's scared that she may hit someone or someone hit her. So for that reason, she doesn't drive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the one who always take her to the store or anywhere, any appointment, like anywhere. And my my sister was saying that if I'm moving out, they can come with me and probably they can rent their home or I don't know, do something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh so I'm just not really sure uh what to do because I have two girls and I feel like we need our own space.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been kind of difficult to make a decision on what to do.
Yeah.
Um, so that's my dilemma.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. And if it's okay with you, maybe we could kind of explore a little bit, um, a little further into that. Um, there's a lot going on, and you want to be supportive of your family,
Mm-hmm.
and of your parents, but at the same time, you have two daughters, and you need to have space, and they need some space to grow up and to do their thing, and so finding a balance surrounding that, um, and it's um, again, if it's okay with you, um, can I offer some suggestions?
Yes, yes, sure.
Um, I'm wondering what it would look like, or what it could look like for your family. And maybe you've already done this in sitting down and having a conversation with your mom, um, to explore different ideas and different ways of helping them be more self-sufficient. Um, Finding there's Uber, looking into Uber, or or different services that help people get around to do their shopping and to do all that, and talking about different possibilities like that, and exploring too how they're feeling about the move, um, and then maybe going from there, starting with like the smaller things. Like you said, the driving seems to be a big thing, but maybe it's a thing that can be explored a little further, and that could maybe relieve one of your stresses and one of her stresses, and just exploring it a little further, and maybe connecting with your sister a little bit too. I'm not sure if your sister lives where you're at or not, or if she lives further away, but connecting with her to see what kind of support she can offer you while you're offering support to your parents. Um, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that I really need to sit down and talk to with my sister about it, because probably we can help each other, helping my mom, because she's been very dependent all the time. The problem was when we came here, like we are from Mexico City, and she's been dependent all the time. So now it makes like everything difficult because of the language barriers, and she understands a little bit, but she doesn't speak very well English. So it's hard for her to communicate into and tell someone where she wants to go. So what I really feel that I need to do is to talk to my siblings. I have 3 brothers, 1 sister, and probably all can help, because she's gonna need a ride to go to work. Right? She's gonna need someone who can pick her up from work, and like I said, to take her groceries or appointments or anything that she needs. So probably talking to them, it's gonna be a good idea. Like I said, the cab or any other kind of transportation would be hard for her, because, like I said, of the language barriers.
Right. And there's costs involved also. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you have a place to start, and possibly connecting with your siblings and seeing how you can support each other, because they've been living with you. She's been living with you, so it's been easy because you were there in the same house. So it's kind of, you're there so you can give her rides, and maybe your siblings now, if you're moving out, can see that it's going to be more of a team effort, a family effort.
Yeah. So something that I was also thinking was, whenever I go groceries for myself, I can just come and pick up my mom, so she can do the same thing at the same time. And that way she's not gonna feel like, oh, I need to call my daughter and ask her, or myself. I'm not gonna worry if she needs anything, or if she has enough food, or so that's something I was thinking about. I don't know how that's gonna work, but
it might take some time. And if I could would it be okay if I make one more suggestion, and then obviously, or of course, in the end, it's all up to you. These are just some thoughts, but maybe to connecting, finding different ways to connect with the Latino community in your area, to make some more connections, and so then maybe to help your mom not feel so separate because of the language barrier.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
connecting with other people within the Latino community,
Mm-hmm.
and then that way too, there's a social piece to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But again, those are just some thoughts to kind of get some ideas rolling around.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it sounds like you've got something to go with, something to start with, at least,
Mm-hmm.
in checking in with your siblings and your mom, and I hope that it works out just like you want it to.
I hope so. I hope
Mhm.
so. Uh, just for my mom, because
Mhm.
I don't want her to feel uncomfortable.
Of course.
And like I said, I was worried about thinking um, if they need, if they have everything that they need.
Mhm.
And I'm speaking in terms of like food or the basic needs.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's very important to you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming today and for sharing um, where you're at and what's going on. And I look forward to seeing you next time and hearing how it's going.
Thank you. Thank you for your advice. Those are really good. It was a really good advice, and I'm gonna start
All right.
doing that. Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Mhm. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We got through one.
Yes. Um, is there any way we can pause the video?
Hold on. I think so.
If we can do it. If not, I'll try to.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit stop, and then if we need to restart, we'll just do a new one because this one will be saved.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you just give me a minute?